Decline and Rise of Islam in Spain. Spain was one of the greatest civilizations in the Muslim world till the 11th century. As we all have heard, the traditional story of Tariq bin Zayed, who entered Spain with an army of 7,000 and burned all his ships and told his partners to either fight or die. Muslims invaded Spain under the leadership of Tariq bin Zayed and later enlarged their territory. Muslims eventually succeeded and formed their majority. Spain was primarily known as Al-Andalus. Most of the present-day medical and scientific technology ranges back to Islamic Spain. Great Spanish Muslim scientists and scholars also made exemplary contributions to mathematics and astronomy. Al-Andalus was also famous for its marvelous architecture. In the Iberian Peninsula's Muslim regions, Al-Andalus showcased the unique temples, mosques, minarets, and fortresses in Europe. Al-Andalus is listed among the most extraordinary architectural sites up to this date. This period of astounding success is often known as the Golden Age of Islam. Long story short, Spain was at its highest point of what a classical civilization can achieve. Today we are going to investigate what happened to Islamic Spain. What were the leading causes behind the downfall of the most significant civilization in Islamic history? What did mainly cause the decline of peaceful religion in Spain? What transformed Al-Andalus to today's modern Spain? The decline of Al-Andalus was based on many factors. Many things influenced great civilization. The most influenced Islamic factor was its geography. Not because it was far away from its heart or center, because Jews and Christians surrounded it. There were several peace deals between the Muslims and the Christians. Still, the weak circumstances paved the way for Reconquista. Reconquista was a series of campaigns by Christians to recapture their land and territory from the Muslims. This process lasted centuries. The collapse of the Islamic administration in Spain was not just the result of the Christian state violent invasions. It was also influenced by the dispute in Muslim rulers. The difficulties were created by both ordinary people and rulers. At the beginning of the 11th century, the kingdom was subdivided into small divisions that were now hard to be reunited. Toledo, one of the prominent centers of Islam, collapsed in 1085. In 1144 and 1145, internal rebellions further shattered the beautiful building of Islamic unity. Regardless of unusual military invasions, Muslim-dominated Spain was breathing its last breath. By 1492, Muslims lost all their hold in Spain. In 1502, the Christian rulers ordered all Muslims to convert to Christianity. When this process did not work out for them, the Christians then applied severe restrictions to the remaining Spanish Muslims. All these incidents and things also lead to an essential religious school of thought. Islamic Spain had more than 600 mosques. It had outstanding scholars and ulamas, and it had great architecture as mentioned earlier. Al-Andalus was made on the model of Medina. As long as it remained like Medina, it flourished. It succeeded more rapidly than its enemies. The moment the civilization and its rulers started to get away from Allah and ignore the principles of Medina, its downfall started. When their focus diverted towards worldly things, their progress started to decline. Their disunity and hunger for worldly things led them to destruction. Thus we have come to know that Allah tests His people by gifting them with worldly success. But we should never forget that He created us for a test here on earth, and we should live to earn the approval of our Creator in preparation for the final return to Him. The present condition of Muslims in Europe and Spain is changing dramatically with every year passing. The existence of Islam in Spain is phenomenal. Muslims in Spain and even collectively Europe are classified as immigrants. In the past few years, many Spaniards have converted to Islam in Spain, and they are now publicly known as the new Muslims. Muslims were not allowed to perform their religious activities publicly or privately until 1978. In 1978, the Spanish government issued a law to protect the public practice of all religions, including Islam. In 1992, the Spanish government signed another law to allow Muslims to build their mosque without any severe restrictions, so the Muslims can pray publicly, making Islam one of the mainstream religions of Spain. In Madrid's Islamic Center, there is a building devoted only to Muslims for religious preaching and Islamic research. It is named Discover Islam. The members of the community report that there are about 170 conversions to Islam every year. The center teaches the new converts Arabic and educates them with necessary Islamic teachings. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world and practically in Spain too. The Muslim population has increased a lot in recent years. In 2003, nearly 500,000 Muslims were living in Spain. The numbers have now grown up to more than 2 million, which makes them about 5% of the whole Spanish population, and analysts predict that the population of Muslims in Spain will continue to increase. This growth of conversions to Islam is a result of some main reasons. The Spanish government's secular religious views have eased the way for Spaniards to access Islam either privately or through Islamic centers, depending upon their choice. Many countries like Saudi Arabia donate money to the Muslim communities in European countries to help them build mosques and preach Islam on a broader scale. The Spanish government has also worked for the availability of halal food products for Muslims. Now there are 49 registered halal company trademarks in Spain. Thus, Islam in Spain is growing by its historical and cultural roots. Islam has faced numerous challenges over the centuries in Spain, and Islamic Spain has seen many ups and downs in European history. But with a better secular government helping Muslims, the Islamic institutions are preaching newcomers, and other Muslim countries are also donating funds for the spread of Islam in Spain. In the end, we pray and hope that Spain will be again Al-Andalus one day.